What is happening? What is happening? PV fam, it's your boy John Q on the Dealtron X2. 5 years later, just wanted to come to you guys with a little bit of content to let you know that your boy, the solo rider here in North Carolina, still cruising my Carolina back roads, still doing what I love to do. However, recently, as many of you know, I'm sure, I've jumped into a whole nother area of the PEV community, and that's e-bikes. And one of the things that I'm now contemplating on is whether or not I can get the full satisfaction of that I'm looking for in my PEV experience with riding e-bikes that I did whenever I got into this journey and started riding hyper scooters. And one of the things that I'm learning is that, this whole experience is teaching me a great deal of humility about the dangers that are involved in riding hyper scooters, as well as the limitations that riding poses on a person as they get older. And I'm 55 years old right now, and there's a lot of things that I'm now contemplating, as well as other things like, riding PEVs that are more susceptible to being able to be registered to ride on the highway. And this is what inspired me to kind of start looking in the direction of e-bikes. More specifically, the Onyx RCR 72 volt limited edition is the e-bike that kind of like caught my attention, and it was mostly because of the opportunity to get the bike registered and ride it on the road legally. Also, there were a few more other motivating factors that it's kind of making me look in the direction of e-bikes. Namely, that most recently on one of my rides with the E-Move Roadster, I got into a little minor accident that left me out and unable to ride for probably about a month. I had a small damage on my rotator cuff after I did a little decent face plant from slippery road, and it made me start double thinking how which PEV would be the safest one for me to ride on the road. Sooner or later, we all have that moment where we make a mistake, and then it determines on what condition our bodies is in, on how severely we'll be damaged during the accident or the fall. And so all of those things that they're starting to make me take into consideration that I have to choose to go at this hobby in a way that would be a little bit more smarter when it comes to my health and my welfare. Does this mean that I'm going to give up riding hyper scooters? Of course not. Hyper scooters will always be my first love, and I don't foresee myself ever not riding my hyper scooters, but I definitely am falling in love with the whole Onyx e-bike community and what I'm seeing. And also I'm loving the fact that I've already did my research on getting the Onyx registered, and even getting liability insurance on the Onyx as well. I got all the information I need for the limited to get it registered, and I thought that was pretty incredible that Onyx Motors has taken the initiative to kind of make that a part of their marketing routine, that they are going to issue you the paperwork that's necessary for you to get the Onyx registered or get tags on the Onyx so that you can ride it legally on the road. And most of the PEV manufacturers now, they're not taking those things into consideration. And I'm speaking specifically of the hyper scooter manufacturers. And so that was one of the motivating factors that made me look in the direction of Onyx. I know previously, or in previous videos, I had spoke about E-Straps bikes and some of the other e-bikes that were on the market over choosing the Onyx, because whenever I got the Limited, I was kind of underwhelmed by its ability to keep up with normal traffic. If I needed to evade heavy traffic and ride at the speed of traffic. And so that's kind of what motivated me to start looking in other directions until Onyx came out with the 80 volt RCR edition, and that was definitely a game changer, especially when I seen the marketing that was involved and all the people in the community that jumped on board. And so I went ahead and pulled the trigger, and I got the Onyx 80 volt edition, and it should be here in a few days now, which is this Wednesday coming up. And while there are quite a few options for modding my hyper scooters, I was completely blown away by the number of options that are available to mod out my Onyx RCR. And I'm just fascinated by the experience of riding such an amazing, smooth riding e-bike that gives me the ability to get nice long range at a moderate pace also, while I like riding a little fast and being able to keep up with the speed of traffic whenever I need to. I definitely love the option of being able to just cruise at a nice, comfortable pace without being overly concerned about my riding stance or potholes in the road, because my wheels are smaller on my hyper scooter. So, these are some of the factors that are motivating me to kind of like have this newfound love of riding e-bikes. And I'm just looking forward to the experience. And I guess now I'm contemplating on what I'm going to do with some of the other hyper scooters that I have, that now that I have two e-bikes that are pretty much going to occupy most of my riding experience. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to try to put them on the market, but I have, a pretty impressive lineup of hyper scooters that have been amazing at fulfilling all of my PEV therapy riding experience, and I'm just contemplating on where they are going to fit into my new PEV experience with e-bikes. And I know at least two of my hyper scooters I'm going to be getting rid of. I'm not sure which ones they're going to be, but I'm still weighing out the options right now. But as for now, I'm just preparing myself for the new experience. And FYI, this old dog has been learning a few new tricks. So ahead, you guys can look forward to some amazing footage, because I've sat back and taken the time to learn a few new tricks. I got a X1 Pro Hoover drone. I've got the DJI Mini Pro 4. And I got a few other little tricks up my sleeve that I've been sitting around and playing with, namely creating AR content as well as VR content. for both, for both my X1 Pro glasses as well as my Oculus or MetaQuest 3S headset. So I'm gonna be trying to create a little bit of virtual content so that I can get the full rounded aspect of my riding experience and its therapeutic value while I'm riding. And so stay tuned for that ahead, and thank you guys for hanging in there with me and watching my content and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Even though I don't consider myself as a content creator, I'm just someone who loves riding PEVs for the therapeutic value, and I believe very strongly in getting out and being at one with nature and being in harmony with the universe around me as I ride. And those are some of the things that motivate me to do what I do and love it as I do it. And you don't have to you don't have to subscribe. I put this on here for anyone that may be, going through a similar experience as I am on their PEV journey. But this clip here, it just represents a flashback down memory lane on my hyper scooters as I make the transition into a whole new era of PEVs, namely the ebikes. And as I said earlier, hyper scooters will always be my first love, and I'll always, make content that, on my hyper scooters for you guys to check out if you choose to do so. And for now, I'll just chill with this video and give you guys a little flashback down memory lane of one of my more favorite rides on the Dualtron X2, which is still a beast of a machine. I know you guys are into the sine wave now and you love that nice quiet sound, but there's still something about that square wave, rough barrel, rough sound that comes from my Dualtron X2 that gets my engine going. And so, this is going to be one of the hyper scooters that will always be in my memory as a staple in my experience in the PEV community. And I don't think I'll get rid of the Dualtron X2. It'll probably be the only one that I hold on to. And I have videos also coming up where I'll be talking about the Leo PEV's Apex and my experience with it and some of the things that I'm looking forward to doing. So thank you guys for watching, and if this is content that you feel and that that you can vibe to, then just hit that like button, subscribe, and let's just keep it moving. I'm not trying to make money doing this. I'm just trying to have fun and live my life and enjoy it to the fullest. With that, this has been your boy John Q on another wonderful PEV experience, and I hope you guys are riding safe out there, wearing your safety gear, and always keeping it professional or keeping it safe whenever you ride. And this is your boy John saying peace out.